I'm a fool. My name is Thomas. Well, here we are.
Relax your thighs, get on top and start to rise until you feel that need, and I'm gonna feel the cool day. Got that need of mine. I wanna know in you all night, into the sunrise. I wanna know in you.
Hi, it's Wednesday. Shit be falling. What are we looking at? We're going to be looking at, I believe this is the last one from the latest NIHAP installment package, and it is Sailfish Tag and Release Amber Ale. It's got me. Oh yeah. And this one is 5.9%. Best stored cold. Best enjoyed fresh. Sort of. Oh, that's not a Brewed On. That's a Best Buy. Well, it hasn't been a year, so. Uh-oh. A little excited to get out of the can, which is going to produce something for... Wow. Couldn't even stay caught up with it. I got to work on my sucking skills. Klein. Set this there for a second. Clean up my mess. Yeah, yesterday I wasn't with you. I had dinner with Pa, and seeing how we were going someplace that I was close to driving by his house, I just told him that we'd pick him up. So I brought Christine to work so that she didn't have to drive all the way home, so we could drive all the way up. Instead, I drove all the way up, all the way back, and then all the way up, and then all the way up, and then all the way back. It's different when I do it, evidently, as opposed to when she has to do it. I see it's either partially or an unfiltered beer. There's definitely some good head going on there. Just got back from the range. So yesterday I decided to run down to O'Reilly's and pick up the 3 gallons of synthetic oil that my Dodge takes. 12 quarts. And because Samantha's always done the oil change, or Rob Kennedy, who is no longer in the area anymore, I didn't realize that you had to have the oil filter wrench that hooks to the bottom of the filter. The only filter wrenches I have are the ones that go around it, and the more you squeeze, the more pressure it puts on. And yeah, one time in my life I actually had a filter crush and not come loose. That was fun. Ended up ramming a screwdriver all the way through it, and somehow that worked. So then I was like, went through my tool drawer, and I have, first of all, my socket set collection is an embarrassment both to organization, or lack thereof it, and everything compared to Sam's. And I was like, well, if this oil filter wrench is a 3/8 drive, I don't have any 3/8 extensions. Don't know where the hell they all went. So when I got down there, of course, it was a 3/8 drive. So I had to buy a 10-inch extension because the filter is all the way up there. NIHAP would know exactly what I'm talking about. And of course I have a one of those oil catch that's kind of a self-contained unit. You take the plug out when you put shit into it and flip a little breather thing. And the one that I have, I believe, holds 8 quarts of oil. Definitely not 12, so I had to purchase something to catch all the oil in. But still, I was about $85 cheaper after full in on the 3 gallons of oil, the Wix best filter for synthetic oil, and the oil wrench and the 10-inch extension. I was still $80-something less than what I was quoted a year ago, which I'm assuming that the price, well, maybe even more than a year ago, because Rob Kennedy was the last person to do an oil change on my truck. All the rapid change places all quoted me $85 more than what I paid yesterday. So it was a nice day yesterday. Today, not so much. They said we were supposed to be 61 degrees today, yet Google, what's the temperature right now? Oh, sorry. Hey, Google, what's the temperature outside right now?
The temperature in Duluth right now is 47 degrees.
Ooh. Oh, I might get naked and run around outside. Hey, Google, what's the naughty version?
Sorry, what are you asking?
Nothing. I don't want to fucking talk to you now.
Sorry, I don't understand.
That was bullshit.
Something's wrong with everything I've touched today, internet-wise. I can no longer open up TikTok videos shared with me on Messenger. The 3 little dots are gone. When you actually just click on the link, it goes to the Play Store and then just opens up TikTok, but not the video that my sister would be sending to me of somebody going like this. Everything has been ultra slow, and today over here, as you see, I normally use the studio, and it says latest comments, view more. Doing a crit. Oh my God! I did a crit. No, I backed up by accidentally. Yes. Oh my God! Look at that pooper. Latest comments, view more, view more. View more, view more, view more. Yeah. Fuck you, YouTube, and the internet. So, we gotta do it old school. Go to the bottom of the comments on the video itself. Nice titties. Smile Money says, first. I see there's 2 replies. Bad says, first indeed. Back on top. Smile Money says, YouTube cannot hold me down. Din says, watch out, Ms. B might come down the stairs and put a yarmulke behind you. Bad says, cheers, D. Din says, sup. Sup. Rich Huff says, cheers all. Cheers, Richie Poo. Now let me guess. Bad says, cheers, R, or Rich. Cheers, Rich. Din, Dave's starting to make big bucks with them book sales. Cobra says he still gives out paper cuts for free. Cheap old gun guy. And though you think the world is at your feet, it can rise up and tread on you. Mega. Bad says, greeting, cheap old gun guy. Cheapo Gun Guy says, howdy, bad. Yes. Rich says, Dirty Bastard and Blackwood's Bastard are always good beers. Yes, they are. Salty says, keep calm and carry nakedness. Bad says, greeting Salty naked. Sorry, naked Salty. I guess it works either way. And Miss 27 says, open carry naked. Colon carry or what? Smile Money says, and you said you were impressed with Jeremy's 5.56 groupings at 300 yards. Considering, Jeremy, did you, I don't remember if he said he sighted in for 100? No. I think you did the sight in that day at 100. And you only talked about one shot that merely hit a bullseye with the JP. That's why we need a video. You very poor at giving descriptions of performance. In the last video didn't even suggest a coin-sized groups of 300 yards, and you might irritated when I repeat your words. Well, my words were never I could hit a man-sized target with the JP. Whee! $10,000. Happy me. Is it this way? Start with the blonde. Smart Money says every gun purchase is a financial setback, so Matt sobered up and realized a $2,500 Desert Eagle is a bad idea. Good for him. It is. Smart Money says, glad you mentioned Mule Team situation. That was the saddest video I've seen in a long time. Prayers go out to him and his family for sure. I can't even imagine. Yeah, Smile Money, it's bad enough when you hear about stuff like that. It's another thing when you have had someone like Steve as a friend for years, and I've had him here throwing up in my basement, and then you find out about shit like that. Yeah. Just so you know, my goal is to actively watch the GoFundMe on Fridays, Locked and Loaded, and I want to put my finger on the scale and move that. That's all I can do. I've gone over and I've seen the before I did this video. El Tenda was the last person, and there was 2 anonymous people. One of them gave $100, and it could have been the same person. Somebody gave $500. They were back to back. So I plan on at least putting something in for Steve. Right now, the only money that I have is money that came with a price. So, it's like, yeah, I have it, but like I said, I wasn't alone, but it was something that I really didn't want to have to do. But at this point in time, bills come through the business, and as of right now, I've got my trickle in economics happening, but it definitely looks like via a couple of complete house flips that I've been asked to do. I will go back to that being dedicated. If a call comes in and somebody needs me to do a huge job, I'm going to have to turn it down. But if I say somebody called with some smaller stuff, and they are negotiable for different hours or unlimited kind of days, yeah, spend money, I am more than willing to work all day on the house flipping project and work in the evenings and the weekends doing floors or more stuff in there. So I guess I can't say I'm not getting work. I've just been handed a house, and the second house, which is an extensive amount of stuff. That one is a few dollars being haggled between the person that wants to buy it and the person selling it. So let's put it this way. The difference between what the owner of the house wants and what's on the table, if they turn it down, they're a fucking idiot. Let's just put it this way, I wouldn't sell my car for the difference right now. This is an and more project. I fixed and reassembled the stand mixer so I can deliver that back to its owner tomorrow. And there's a small chance that she might even watch this. Rose, it's your mixer. I fixed your seal. You're no longer dripping, baby. I might go into the living of fixing KitchenAid mixers. They're relatively easy to work on. Mike says, "Cheers, you bad boy." Bad says, "Greetings, G." Mike says, "Greetings, bad." Mike says, "Those core belts are supposed to be the best, but I can't afford them." I know, I understand, but I will say that both of those belts are listed at $69. I believe it always looks like there's something. Maybe there. No, that's a bleach. Motherfucker. I believe that both of the leather belts that I have that were custom made for me, that I reviewed at some point in time on my channel, were both more expensive. Sharpie's not working so well. Now it'll look like a black dot with a bleach stain in the middle. If I had a good friend that could personally make me a handmade leather belt right now, like the two that I have, I would rather pay full price for a core belt. I wish I had a link or a code that I could give you. Use Captain Dick Swoggle at checkout and save whatever. I don't get any money if you order a belt and say that Ebomi sent you. I mean, maybe they would be, happy to help out on a discount if I wanted another one, but I don't get anything. I mean, like I said, first of all, no matter what channel that you're watching me on, you're getting my honesty. For me to do a video and talk about the core belt is easy because, like I said, NIHAP ordered one that was supposed to go to Billy, and I have found out. I was feeling guilty. One of those belts starts out at 48 inches, and the the one that I plan on using the most is the nylon one, just like the one that I have been wearing, and that one starts out at 54 inches. So I was like going, I gotta do the right thing. I only ended up with a core belt because somebody, IHOP, was trying to do a good thing for Billy. So I obviously have to send one of these belts to Billy. And then I found out that, first of all, Billy is a big guy, and like I said the other day, I never realized it because I've never seen anything of Billy other than neck up. But Billy's a big boy. And Lily said that before his accident and his inactivity, she wasn't sure if the 48-inch belt would have worked then. So that means I'd have to keep the leather one, which that's still cool, 1.5 inches, it's leather. I'm sure that when you order a leather belt, they don't just give you 48 inches, so people are cutting off, for the same money. I mean, it's $69 for the leather one, and it was $69 for the nylon one. There's more nylon, it's a cheaper material than the leather, so I get it, but I just wanted the nylon. I like how they'd both work. I just liked the nylon one more. Along with the nylon one has the buckle that I wanted. And but I'm like, oh God. Okay, I'm just gonna have to do the right thing and send Billy the 54-inch long one that has. I mean, I could swap buckles. That's easy. Except for the leather one has a traditional looking belt buckle. Even though it doesn't really do anything, it's just faux. Then I talked to Lily yesterday, and she said that the hooker that I used to be married to sent Billy a core belt. So I've got 2 in the lineup. My leather belts are probably just going to go into the closet, and there's a good chance that for me, I'll never use them again because the core belt has fulfilled everything that I wanted in a belt. They're fantastic. I'm sorry. I sound like I'm being paid to say that. I wish I was being paid to say that. I'd just be getting paid to tell you the truth from me to you. Again, $70 is $70 in the world of gun belts is not expensive, especially when it comes down to in a very short amount. I mean, I've been using it for what? Coming up on a year, almost a year, not quite a year, whatever verbiage that you want. I mean, I will completely take the belt and the holster and the Leatherman and all that shit off of my work stuff just so that I can use the core belt with my dress pants, when all I really would need to do is just grab one of the leather belts and off I go. I like it that much. Sorry for the infomercial that I didn't get paid for. Cobra, why post range footage when you can simply say, just got back from the range? Yeah, I did, Cobra. I just got, oh my God. McLean would know. That would be a shooting range right there. Probably wouldn't aim for dead center on the bullseyes, but I would aim for dead center. 3 replies to that. Bad says, greetings, Cobra. Smile Money says, it's not like we haven't been disappointed before. This reminds me of another great disappointment involving mosquitoes at the shack and shooting cut short. Oh, God. You should have been there that day. You wouldn't be You wouldn't be questioning that. And Cobra says, hello there, to Bad. Yeah, that day sucked. I mean, Jesus Lord. I wonder what would happen if two of us grabbed a sheet and then just ran a little circle and then wondered what we got. I mean, that was insane. I mean, every time I have had an hellacious bug experience, it's always been out at the shack. That day was just flying shit. It wasn't necessarily mosquitoes or the black flies. There was a day that we were up there and it was the black flies. As soon as they land on you, they'd bite. I was like, oh my God, it's really hard to do some precision shit or give a crap about making a YouTube video when you are literally being bombarded. Yes, though, Smile Money, I will try to make sure that I make up for all of the past disappointments, especially since not good for the business. But at this point in time, if I found out that next Monday was gonna be 72 degrees, sunny and calm and no winds, I would check with David, check with J-Dog, and check with Range Officer Tom and see if anybody has a hole in the schedule. Now, I know there's a chance on J-Dog because he mainly does overnights, which makes for a long day for him. Tom, I know he was doing medical recovery because he was opened up from basically his belly button all the way to here. It was not good. David doesn't necessarily like long-range shooting or rifles, but he could go over to the pistol area or set a target up, and I'd have to check with Tom. I don't think there's an issue shooting a pistol at the rifle area. I know there's an issue with shooting a rifle at the pistol area, though. I don't know. I'd have to ask Tom. I can't see why it'd be an issue because they do have a 25-yard and a 50-yard spot, and then it switches over to the 100, 200, and 300. But yeah, an opportunity. I guess right off the bat, I would need to spend a little time with ammo, even though the JP and the JP Killer both had the exact same round. I know there was no chance that one had one and one had the other because I Ziploc sealed it, I opened up the bag, and I shot all of my shots from that bag of ammo. And me, non-precision shooter, caffeine, and gabapentin, and I still, when the camera came on and realized that the whole time that I was wondering where my shots were going, and I'd look over at Caitlin, and I think she was waiting for me to just fucking blow up and throw a $10,000 rifle. When the camera refreshed and came on, and was like, holy shit, I'm actually happy with that. Yeah, if I put it this way, Smile Money, if I had to go do Second Amendment shit with the JP, I have absolutely no concerns other than Jeremy. Yes, it's a big, thick barrel on that boy, and the scope weighs probably as much as your 5.56 without the scope on it. As far as the case goes, Jeremy, just so you know, I believe there's 6 loaded mags, a 50 count box of ammo, the cleaning kit, an actual cleaning kit that I bought from JP. Here we go. This is where it gets interesting. Open the back door, he says. due to contractual obligations, let me do this. Okay, so you might make the where am I? There's an internet. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. There was a internet problem and my midget porn wasn't loading fast, so it took me a while to grease the wiener before I took my shower.
Oh, that happens.
So 30 minutes into this. That was, 454 fluorine and more.
Yep.
That was an and more.
Oh yeah.
Hey, a funny little thing. If you're ever out and someone's got a really good deal on a KitchenAid mixer like this, and they say because the seal is shot and it's leaking oil, there's a gasket, but what happens is inactivity and overuse. The grease that's in here breaks down and turns to oil and then leaks out. So I took it completely apart, took all the old oil out of it and put all new oil in, and we'll be returning it to Rose tomorrow as long as you don't fuck it up. Jesus Christ. He's a fucking 2-year-old. Jesus Christ, if I had a dildo sitting here. Would you like to put David's meat in your mouth?
Onion and garlic.
Did you want an adult beverage?
Sure. Is there any left?
There's a Rolling Rock. It's almost to your level of shit.
Hey.
Oh, you want to try one of these? The Black Forest?
Sure.
Okay. Caitlin.
That was one of the sours that you just did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evidently,
That's up my
Caitlin
alley.
left it behind. I think there's 2 more in the fridge. So if you really how long is your layover? All
I
night?
have to load at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, so
Oh, so
they're still on winter hours.
So you actually can have a couple of drinks.
Yeah, they're still on winter hours. So they closed at 3:30 and they don't open until 7.
Did you scooter up?
Oh yeah. I'm not walking up the hill. Are you fucking kidding
Oh
me?
yeah. Why would you go 3 blocks?
Why would I walk that far? I mean, when I can just go.
I mean, for a trucker, I'm actually amazed.
For a trucker that's been trucking for, what's it been, like 18 years now?
And your dad's fit too.
Well, he didn't used to be. A couple trips to the hospital does that. A couple stents and,
Doctor's orders to get skinny?
doctor's orders that you better, figure out portion control or die.
Okay. I get it.
I mean, it's just way too complicated.
Well, what happened is the little thing that you're supposed to be able to rip open, the very top is sealed on some of them. So it's open, but it's not open. Nice. Where'd you get that?
I don't know, some faggot.
That's Mr. Faggot to you.
Well, this video is demonetized now. I just ruined it.
I Jolson safed it.
Good. That way I don't have to, hopefully, no accusations.
Open the back door. Right.
Like, back door open? It's like, nope.
Well, I was keeping an eye on the clock, and you said you're going to be in Hinckley at 4:30.
I didn't say nothing about Hinckley. The words Hinckley never came out of my mouth.
Really?
Really.
And I guess I just read it fast as I was getting into the shower. Is that what you're saying? What? Oh, now I can't prove it? I think I accidentally deleted our text conversation. By accident instead of the for the back door.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got your phone.
And I have
Damn it, Bobby.
text messages going back to 15 years ago, probably.
Yeah, well, I don't delete my stuff with people I always talk to.
Holiday around. Of course, now it's Circle K now, but
This one is?
yeah, they changed all the signs.
Well, I just got diesel the other day and it was holiday.
Yeah, I just seen on all the canopies and on the building it says Circle K.
Well, they've been struggling.
Well, they've been owned by Circle K for like 3 years now. They just never changed the... And because if you notice, they've been wearing Circle K like uniforms and stuff for like 3 years.
Well, you know why.
They got bought out.
Quick Trip said, I don't remember what their negotiation was, but Quick Trip was being very fair about not opening a Quick Trip anywhere near a Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And Holiday said, we ain't afraid of you or something like that. And Quick Trip basically said, hold my beer and watch this.
Basically what happened is there was a gentleman's agreement that Quick Trip wouldn't come into Minnesota as long as Holiday stopped building in Wisconsin.
No.
And did not build any more locations than what they already had. Well, they continued building. Like they stopped for a while. Like I guess something like 10 years. And then they apparently just decided one day, you know what, we're bigger than you, fuck you, and started building stores out there again, and Quick Trip's like, hold my beer.
Yeah. I swear to God, Quick Trip could put a Quick Trip on Mars, and it would be busy around the clock.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I remember when the one that was over in Superior by Keyport Liquor, I remember when they were building that, I was like, well, that seems like a fucking stupid place to put it. Now, I don't care what time of the day or night you go there, and that parking lot is full.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Did I say, hey, Cortana?
No. You said, hey, Google, change my name.
To change your nickname, say, change my nickname. Or, change and teach me how to say your nickname in the Google Home app. Tap, Settings, then, Google Assistant, then, Manage all assistant settings. Tap, You, then, Nickname.
How about we tap that ass?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Of course not.
Let's see. Jeremy says Mule Team's GoFundMe link, which it actually is in the description, but it's good that it's there too. Smile Money says, and you didn't even think enough to bring back a target. Doesn't the long shot record the day's shooting? The website says that it does. You have to. You can either take a picture or you can record the session, but it just doesn't do it automatically because it's actually not set to the camera; it's set to your device. Bad says Green's Captain.
Can you attach multiple devices to it since it's sending out a Wi-Fi signal theoretically?
Not sure, but I don't know why. If you had another device that was with the Longshot app on it, you wouldn't be able to. I hope to find out, because somebody, and I know she won't watch this, but somebody is supposed to be getting a new thingy for her birthday coming up. And I keep forgetting to take a look at her old thingy to see if it has any destruction to the screen, but I'm going to see if I can adios it from her and put it in the case and actually use it exclusively for the camera.
Mm-hmm. Well, like my tablet that I have that I was planning on using as a GPS device in the side-by-side, went to download the program I used for like that, which is a free program, that has like all the trails and maps throughout the whole United States, and my device is too old. I'm like, it's a Samsung Tab A, like, what the?
Tab A0001.
No, it's like not even super old. It's like 6 years old, but it's like too outdated to download that. I'm like, what the hell? It's only 6 years old. This is bullshit.
What makes it so old that it can't download a mapping program?
It's the same mapping program I have on my phone, so it's like I just end up, having to use my phone.
Just gonna have one of these. Actually, I prefer this with a little Bloody Mary mix in it.
With a little cowbell.
But it's upstairs.
Oh, there's something in here. There's usually Bloody Mix hidden in there.
I got two. I found two to review, and I don't know what the difference is. One is Zing Zang Pickle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Is that your favorite smell? You smell like it's ripped ass.
Oh, is that what that smell is? I thought it was your feet.
Oh, that old joke. You get on the elevator and there's a girl in there, and you go, can I smell your? Do I smell, or can I smell your feet? No. Oh, it must be your pussy then. Ba-dum-boom. I don't know. I guess it wasn't all that funny.
Had it been there.
It really wasn't all that funny, actually, now that I think about it. Recycling bin.
Yeah, you made it in.
Almost a hole-in-one. Cans go straight to the city now.
Yeah.
You can have that other one if you really desire it.
What?
The meat stick.
Oh, I'll end up taking that thing. You got all the parts that you received from the auction with that thing?
I'm not
worried about dyes or nothing, but
I think that's all I have then.
okay, because we have more than enough dyes and all that. We're gonna go through the parts bin and see what.
I mean, if I really had to put dyes in it, the problem is all the dyes that I ever purchased are they're red, whatever brand that is.
Lee.
And Mikey has them.
Some came with that thing. I seen them in the pictures. Were those empty?
I think NIHAP took them back with them.
Oh. Okay.
NIHAP, if you didn't, then I have to figure out where the hell that they are.
Pictures,
yeah, those were the original pictures when I picked the shit up from the auction.
Oh. Well, if nothing else, I do have one extra set of 223 dyes you can have. Get you started.
Okay, I'll look. I'll show you what I have, and because maybe what
The only thing is the ones that I'd be giving you, they're not the carbide dyes. They're the older set, so you gotta lube the cases. That's the only difference. I know you like lube, so you're pretty good with lube. So
got it all over the cases, all over my penis. God, what happened? What happened?
What happened here?
My client says I'm becoming obsessed with Din. I want to mentor him.
I don't think that's called mentoring. I'm pretty sure that's called something else.
I think it's called rape.
No. No. They call it what's that word?
Then he says the Sharky bust Dutch ropes. What? Good news in Minnesota? Just got a link from Poco. Oh, sorry, Poco. I completely forgot to call you back yesterday. SCOTUS denies appeal.
Retarded audiences only. Hey there, D-Gens of the Tundra Nation and the interwebs in general. Welcome back to Tundra Tactical, the only show brave enough to say what your grandpa's been screaming at the TV for the last 25 years. Yeah, today we are going to be tackling a subject that is Well, it's very rare. It's something that's almost mystical and magical, something that almost never happens even. In the state of Minnesota, where I live, it's a two-way win.
It's about time.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either. So stay tuned, thanks for watching, and let's start the show, baby. So here's the deal. Earlier in 2024, the Minnesota Gun Owners Caucus, one of my favorite organizations, the Firearms Policy Coalition, the Second Amendment Foundation, basically all walked into a courtroom like that scene from The Untouchables, bats in hand, and said, "You bring the pen to infringe, we bring the lawsuit to sue your ass to next Tuesday." Why? Well, that's a great question. Because in the land of 10,000 taxes, lakes here, sorry, Tim, Minnesota had a law so mind-bendingly fucking stupid, it made California gun law look coherent. Simply not enough. You could be 18 years old and sign your life away to Uncle Sam, get shipped off to some godforsaken
Oh yeah,
fucking
you can buy a
sandbox,
handgun in the state
tote
of
around
Minnesota
an
now if
M4,
you're
drop
18
bodies
years
in the name
old.
of freedom, and then
That
come
passed a while
home to get
ago.
prosecuted for touching the exact same tool that you used while you were overseas. Because apparently freedom here comes with an age limit. Great job, Minnesota. Great job. Super inclusive of you guys. Capital of inclusion in America, right? Fuck all the 18 to 20-year-olds out of their freedom, I guess. Hey folks, I know you're watching the video, but I wanted to tell you guys about this chance for you guys, our subscribers and our friends.
I don't want to hear your chance. I'm doing a fucking video myself, bitch. So that's all it is that the 18-year-olds go back to being able to buy a gun?
Yeah.
I was hoping I was hoping that they'd say, "Oh, you can't have this, you can't have that, you can't have that, and you can't have that."
Well, it's like, I was hoping, they'd just reverse that, whole bullshit on that, everything.
Yeah. Again, a free American doesn't have to beg their government for anything, so.
If it pleaseth the crown, may I keepeth some of the water that the clouds have giveth to me.
Yeah, no shit. When your government tells you can't collect water, you know they're tyrannical. McLean says, "Have you tried a laser on a long pew?" No. Unless I'm, yeah, at 100 yards on the one with the wraith on it, but during the day, I can't see shit. McLean.
Only during the day.
You know me, Eric. I like short and thick. McLean, we're all gonna get laid. Jolson says, India 9. That's a miss. I have no idea if anybody else plays today or not, but then Jolson says, we need cowbell. And Mr. 27 says times 5.
That was about 5.
Oh, can't believe you said that. Mr. 27 says the 37th. I like this. Translate to English.
What's their fucking translate? It says 37th.
Let me see what happens. See original translated by Google.
It didn't translate shit.
Mr. 27 says intro Little Brew Bomy. Oh, I just pooped. Mr. 27 says no multi 357 man. We can translate that too if you didn't understand what I just said or what he said. Oh, 2 comments left. Tom says cheers all. Cheers, Tom. And oh my God, it's another Canadian. It's been a moment. Yerky, 1979. I think it's actually Jerky. It's been a moment or two since I last checked in on the train wreck. I see you finally have a beer named after you. I actually still have 1 or 2 of last year's in my fridge. I have to conserve them since they're not available anywhere near me. On another topic, after Monday's results, the shit show continues up here. Yeah, how does that happen? I watched video after video after video of Canadians saying they're sick and tired of the Liberal government. You know what? Other than a few of my really good friends up there, the rest of you Canadians can all go fuck yourselves. You just complained and rioted and had truck drives and this, that, and the other thing, and you said that you didn't want liberalism in Canada.
So,
yet here we are.
I mean, that's assuming that it was even a legit, election. I don't care who votes as long as I can count the votes, said, every favorite communist ever.
That's very true. Okay. Well, and all I can do right now is refresh because YouTube is being stupid once again. Let's see. So, 39 minutes ago, Miss 27 says Brew Bomi Club time. Then he said, "Hey Brew Bomi, where's the cowbell at?" Then he says, "No multi 357 man again." Super disappoint. Smile Money says, "Cheers, clubbers." Cheers, Smile Money. Then Rich says, "Cheers, clubbers." Cheers, Rich. Then Bad says, "Howdy, clubbers." Bad. Then Bad says, "Hey Google, give me a hump day joke."
What's the most musical part of a turkey? The drumsticks.
Bad. Well, she's even ready to go.
Even she's ready to shoot Google over that one.
Bad says, "Why don't pirates ever get midweek blues? Because by Wednesday they're already downed half the rum and buried the rest." He's drunk. Bad says, "Midweek arrived with a cheer. Eric said, 'Time for a beer.' With a tankard in hand, he made Wednesday grand," read more, "and toasted, 'The weekend draws near.'" I hate weekends. I just sit around and do nothing.
Bullshit detected. Take precautions.
Oh, Jeremy. Talking about Jeremy. Okay, one last check, because it's the only way I can. And that is the last comment.
What about all the...
Oh, I didn't give a score.
Well...
Do you want another one? They're in that fridge. You open the fart box.
You're the one that eats that shit.
You want some?
Not really.
Where do I put the amber ale from Sailfish Brewing Company? You know, it actually wasn't all that bad. I'd give it an 8. Now I don't know what me and Jolson are going to go do. Actually, he's going to start by watching me cook. I have to see. I think Christine gets done. Yeah, I definitely have to start something. Yeah, he's going to watch me cook. Really fucks with shit like he always does.
Yeah, well, you know.
He's like walking ADD. If you were a child born lately, you definitely would have been medicated. I know I would.
What are you talking about? I was medicated.
I know I would have been.
Rats on Ritalin? Next week on Six-Sided World.
It smells like someone ripped ass again. I swear to God, it doesn't taste anything like it smells.
Oh no, never ate it before.
Jesus Christ. I mean, be like, don't follow a fat guy into the bathroom. Remember when Steve Schweitzer told me, hey, when you're working with Tom, never ever follow or use the biffy after if you see him coming out of it. Give her some time. Okay, what's tomorrow?
Thursday.
probably
Thursday.
Probably won't see me tomorrow.
Maybe the day after that, Friday.
It's Titty Tuesday. Yeah, you probably will. You'll see me. You'll see me Friday. Don't forget about Locked and Loaded on Friday. We're gonna try to up the numbers for Steve's family on his GoFundMe. Cheers.